Some of you are going to be absent for whatever it is, and some of you might want to see something again. So we're going to do a little more recording than I did last year. Well, since everybody's here, maybe I'm wasting your time. Okay. All right. So what's the correct answer? Oh gosh, I was supposed to have those names memorized. I still don't have. Usually I have a cheat sheet set up so I can memorize my lad. That was the person I was supposed to call lad. What's the answer? Number one. $1.20. Excellent. Okay, so second way to do the same thing. This is a dimensional analysis way to do the same thing. You're like, this is going to take, why do you want me to waste so much time doing it? So the way I would say is, we want to convert something to something. We want to convert to what? What are we starting with?
12 cents.
We're starting with 12 cents. We have 12 cents in our pocket. What are we actually starting with?
I don't know.
Okay.
$1.20.
So Sally wants to buy 10 eggs, right? So she wants to buy 10 eggs. So that's our starting point. That's the number. She's not trying to convert to something else. Okay, so we start these problems off by saying, I'm going to start with 10. Oh, I'm not, of course. Worked all morning, but now it's not going to work. 10, maybe it'll work. If not, there we go. All else fails, use your finger. 10 eggs, right? What do I want the answer to be in? Dollars? Okay, I'm going to go ahead and say dollars. If you did cents, by the way, don't panic. That's fine. It doesn't say the problem is dollars. Okay, so what can I turn eggs into? I need a ratio. Okay, the ratio is there's two things that are equal, so you're multiplying by one, not changing the answer. That's what the math people say. From a chemistry point of view, what we're going to do is we're going to put a ratio here that starts with eggs and get us closer to dollars. What do you got for me? This is to this moment.
So then is it like 12 cents over 1 egg?
12 cents is 1 egg. The only real question is, what do we put on the bottom? The answer is, I got to get rid of eggs. And so I'm literally going to divide out the eggs by putting on the bottom. Right? And you just told me 1 eggs is 12 cents. Okay? But are cents dollars? Are cents dollars? No. We got to keep going.
So we should convert it to dollars.
I didn't. Don't worry about it. I said if you want to send cents, he started with dollars, we're going to go dollars. Good? Okay. All right. So I got 12. So I got cents, but I want dollars. You got to convert between cents and dollars?
Yeah.
What is it?
$1.
$1 is 100 cents. What's going to go on the bottom?
Cents.
Cents. Because I need them to go away. So 100 cents is $1. Yeah? Now notice eggs cancel out, cents cancel out, and I'm in. All you left is dollars, right? I'm going way too fast. That look was what?
No, I'm getting
Eggs cancel out, cents cancel out. Okay, I'll give you a chance to think about it. Okay, so then I just simply, then it's cake, right? Because I'm going to ask you to use a calculator every single day. If you have a calculator, you should get one right now because it'll save you some grief on the back page. Go! We're all back here. Gosh, I just set this up really badly. Let me pause this. I'm going to take 10, multiply it by 12, multiply it by 1, divide by 1, divide by 100, you're done, right? Since we want a decimal number, and I'll explain why we need a decimal number in this class every single time. You're always going to want to do it that way. Okay? In this class, if you answer with a fraction, you're usually wrong. But I haven't explained why yet. So 10 times 12 times 1 divided by 1 divided by 100, and you get the answer everybody had an hour and a half ago. Unless you did cents, which gives you another 120 cents, which is fine as well. See somebody working with their calculator. It's 10 times 12 times 1 divided by 1 divided by 100. Does that make sense? By the way, you're good enough at math. You can do it a lot of other ways if you'd like. I'm just going to teach you one way to do it because I find if I teach 6 ways to do something, I generally speaking end up with confusion. All right, try number 2. Okay, so what's the easy way? So I'm starting with 1 dozen eggs. It's younger. What can I turn dozen into? 12 eggs. What goes on top? Eggs or dozen?
Eggs on top.
Eggs is on top because dozen has to go on the bottom. Has to cancel out the dozen I have there, right? So 1/12. And then we're back to, I don't have money, so what I have to turn it into? 12 cents. Here's one egg. Again, the eggs cancel out because I did it right. Did you do cents or did you do dollars? You went dollars, you went another one. Okay. $1. 100 cents. And you're like, I am really wasting time here. Because I could have done that in 10 seconds. Fair enough? Yeah.
Is it bad if I did it like a different way?
Okay, so here's the answer to your question. Okay, so here's what's going to happen. I am never, ever, ever going to take off points if you did it your own way. Not once, not ever. Here's the problem. These are going to get longer and longer and more confusing. So ultimately, down the road, somewhere down the road, you're probably going to be converted to the dark side. Okay, so if you can learn it now and it's easy, you'll have that tool later.
I'm talking about my
Oh.
Like my second way to do it, I had like a different.
You start with like 12 eggs or something?
Yeah.
Okay, that's fine. No, the reason why I have a second way to do it is because I expect you to go 12 times 12 is 144, $1.44. Done. And then I'm supposed to show you, oh, here's dimensional analysis. It's a really hard, boring way to do the problem. That's what I'm looking for. Okay. If Sally wanted to buy 111 dozen eggs, where she gets 3 dozen for $4, how much would it cost? He's already got it?
Yeah.
All right, I gotta go somewhere else anyways. Mr. LaForge, let me know when you're ready. Ready to do it. You ready? All right. $111. Nope. Oh, pen me. Nope, not gonna pen me. All right, let's try this. Let's pull it. Oh, it still doesn't want to do it. There we go. 111 dozen eggs. That's what I want to have at the end, but I'm going to convert it into money. What kind of dozens of eggs into? 3 dozen is, okay. 3 dozen is at the bottom. You know it's at the bottom because it has to cancel out. Some of you thought I couldn't read your writing. Look at my writing. Of course, I'm putting a finger on the board. Yeah. And then what's 3 dozen eggs? What's it equal to? $4. Okay. Again, technically the math teachers would say you're multiplying by 1, which is why you're allowed to do this. $4 is 3 dozen eggs. All right. Oh, we got it in dollars. That's what we're looking for. 148. 111 times 44 divided by 3. I get $148. Maybe disagree? Kind of getting it? So the steps for dimensional analysis are as follows. The steps for dimensional analysis are as follows. Figure out what you're starting with. Figure out what you want to end with. Okay? Write down what you start with. And then cancel out units by placing the units on the bottom every time until you get to the final answer. Now again, these can get extraordinarily long. Uh-oh, I only got well. Anybody know what I was trying to write up there?
Welcome.
Welcome, yeah, I kind of came up short.
How'd you write it?
I wrote it using something called saltpeter, which is one of the 3 ingredients for gunpowder. It burns at a lower temperature than the paper, so it can burn without the paper burning. Unfortunately, I only got the well part. I'll try to get the part. Oh, actually, no. Okay.
Figure out what to start with, figure out what to end with.
Figure out what you started with, figure out what you end with, units wise, right?
Yeah.
And then what you do is you're going to go ahead and make sure that every time you write down something, it has to have the units, so they're on the top, have to be the units on the bottom. You're canceling them out as you go across. Yes?
So for like number 2, say we were like we wanted to get it to cents,
Okay.
like we wanted to get the answer cents,
Perfect.
we wouldn't have to do the just $1 over 100
No,
cents,
no,
right?
no. Right.
That's just for the extra.
That's for that was because somebody said they would do it in dollars. I'm like, okay, we'll do it in dollars.
Okay.
Actually, the better way, I should probably write on this, I should change the word you say in dollars. That way you get the extra benefits and everything else. Okay, problem number 4. How's that? 4 furlongs. I want to turn 4 furlongs into something else. So furlongs, boy, I can't write it all with my finger. And then I want to turn it into inches, and I'm going to need a lot of room, so I'm going to go ahead and make inches here, all the way over here, as far as I can get them, right? Is everybody good so far? Now I want to turn furlongs into inches, that's what we do. Which means furlongs has to go on the bottom. Do you have a conversion for furlongs?
Mile.
8 furlongs.
So half a mile.
Okay, but I'm going to just go ahead and go 8 furlongs is 1 mile. I'm not going to interpret. I'm just going to go ahead. I know that's true. That's multiplying by 1. Could you do 4 furlongs and a half mile? You could. We're not going to do that. It's easier this way. Okay? Now that I have miles, what could your miles into?
Yards.
Does it say yards?
Or not. It says 4 quarter miles.
Okay, so 1 mile is how many quarter miles? 4 quarter miles. Again, if you did convert it in your head, that's fine.
It's 1 quarter mile.
1 quarter mile
Or 4.
is 440 yards. Oh wait, why did you use that conversion? That's what we used to do to track. So we used to do 400 meters, you do 440 yards. All right, what do you got?
And then in 400.
1 yard
Oh,
is 3 feet. And 3 feet. Oh, sorry, 1 foot is 12 inches. Then I make the calculator work. That times that times that times that times that divided by that divided by that divided by that. Okay, this is 1 quarter mile, so it's got to be a unit. That quarter is a little weird. We read that quarter mile like QTR. Is that okay? So nobody accidentally was a quarter in the calculation. Does that make sense? You didn't do. I bet I'm going to bet 99 cents if you do it this way. 99% certain if you do it this way, you're going to get you got by grinding this through your head. It's fine.
31,600.
Uh-oh, frowny face. Well, that doesn't mean you're wrong. You be wrong. Okay, so we did what? I get out my calculator, turn it on. No, not. Okay, yes. 4 times 4 times 440 times 3 times 12 divided by 8. Bam. How about 31,680 inches? Oh, Vera, check my math. You see what he's calculated every year?
Shouldn't that be a total?
Should be 4 times 1 times 4 times 440 times 3 times 12 divided by 8 divided by 1 divided by 1 divided by 1 divided by 1. Doesn't matter.
It's not going to be the
What?
same. It's not going to be the same
As what?
as what it is.
Yeah, that's 31,600.
That's the answer. Yeah, I got it. I thought you were saying.
No, that's my answer. I got it. Now again, never going to be punished for not doing it my way. That said, eventually you're probably going to want to convert. My question is when. All right, we try the next one, which should be a little less confusing.